I'm 98 years old, and I have seen a lot in my life, good and bad, and I've never been stopped to be amazed at the ability human beings have of being evil. My life, I've been of the experience during the Second World War of being an inmate of Auschwitz-Birkenau. As a result of this, I have spoken in many places, telling people about the bad things and also the good things that happened. And one of the things I have found, being a writer, is that words, poetry, can convey an awful lot. So here I'm going to read to you the poem that I wrote about Auschwitz-Birkenau. Not a place you would write poems about normally. And it's called I Was There. It is Auschwitz-Birkenau in June, July 1944. Hundreds of women, their heads shorn, in ragged clothes, standing in rows of 5 for hours and hours, in the rain, in the heat, being counted. We are thirsty, so thirsty, but there is no water. Thirst is worse than hunger. Some fall down, limbs contorted. We do not dare to do more than whisper, get up, get up. You have to get up. If you don't get up, you'll die. Mengele goes past, sees the fallen, points to others to pick them up. Where have they gone? They're never seen again. Nighttime, the hut. The girl, frantic, knew she couldn't survive. No medication. Only the healthy might survive. Taken to the end of the hut, doctors amongst us attend her, talk to her. There is no hope for her. Went into a coma, died at dawn, taken away. I didn't even know her name, but I was there. Every day we stood and were counted, again and again, morning, noon, evening, for hours, nerves stretched to breaking point. Some couldn't bear it, ran to the perimeter fence, got stuck like spread-eagled butterflies on a specimen board. The fence is electrified. This factory of death is Auschwitz-Birkenau. We stood, past being hungry, past being thirsty, got thinner, feebler, more disappeared. Only the strong and the healthy survived. One day we are told to strip, hold our rags above our heads, prodded like cattle. Some were selected. Those that looked healthy, I was still there. Now Mengele asked for doctors and nurses to go with the labor transport. Could we trust this evil man, this is perverted sense of humor, the man who roared with laughter when you got out of the wagon with 5 doctors and nurses. Scarf on the grizzled head of our aged doctor, hiding her in the middle. And sent us to a portal which proclaimed, Arbeit macht frei, work gives you freedom, but led to death. We 5 are still together. You need friends to survive. I was there. Now we stepped out together volunteering. We knew if we stayed, we would not live long. Nobody loved us here in Auschwitz-Birkenau. Sooner or later you end up dead, gassed, ashes, made into grey coarse soap, bits of bones sticking out, to scratch to remind you you are still there. This transport, was it real or one of his jokes? We took the risk, would you? We went to work in an armament factory, constantly bombed, but still alive, now hoping. Our hope was justified. Our hope was their despair, but this was not to be the end. Walk and totter was what? But I was still there. I am here today. What have I learned? What do I know? I know that human cruelty knows no bounds. I still don't know why I survived when so many died. Perhaps I survived to keep the memory alive, to bear witness, to talk to you, hoping you will listen. So listen to me, please. Be aware, be vigilant. Do not let differences in people, color, religion, ethnicity is the deciding factor on how they are treated. Each person is an individual and should be treated as such. They should be honored and respected. Do not make the outside the deciding factor on how they are treated. You must think more about people that are inside, as I am about you, and you should about me. I'm different to you, and you are different to me, but that does not make me less worse than you, or you more or less worse to me. So listen to me, please. We all have rights and responsibilities. The right to be heard, the right to be listened to. But we have to take responsibility for what we are saying, what we are doing, or what we are failing to do. So listen to me. I do have faith in the young people of today, and hope that they will listen and not make those mistakes which led to the Holocaust and are leading to genocide even today. I believe that they will build bridges, not frail ones that will break in the slightest wind, but long, strong, sturdy ones based on understanding and respect for each other, and the desire we all have for mutual trust and genuine peace. So remember two things. One, under the skin, we are all the same. And second, each one of you, each one of us can make a difference. So don't disappoint me.
So don't disappoint me. That's the call. Ibi, thank you very much. It's a huge privilege to have you amongst us, and let's show our appreciation. And if you've not yet read any of Ibi's books, then it's never too late. 2 books, are there? Is that right? 2 books, yeah. So we pray for God's blessing upon you, and we're so grateful that you fought through the traffic between Leeds and Bradford to be here with us.